everybody, welcome back to 1111 True Crime. Mama D coming at ya. We have our live audience as well as our beautiful replay crew. We are excited to hear your questions because you guys ask such good questions. We're going to start off with our beautiful PIs asking a question in live chat. However, if you're not able to be a private eye, a member, don't fret. We'll go about 10 minutes, maybe 15. Then we're going to open it up and hand it off to everybody that is just a subscriber. And subscribing is absolutely free. All right, so are you guys ready? Remember, you guys, just my little disclaimer. I'm not a medium. I don't talk to the dead. I'm not a psychic. I don't play one on TV. I don't use spirit boxes. Jesus is my savior. I talk to God. I encourage you to do the same. I am using my own intuition as well as reading the tarot. It is my humble opinion, my interpretation. You might feel differently, and that's okay as well. Feel free to ask whatever you like. Keep it simple. Keep it clear. And put a Q before you ask so that I see it. All right, let's get started. We're going to scroll up to the top. Remember, I jump all over the place. It gets random. Don't worry about it. Let's get our cards shuffled. We'll switch over to the other screen. Question: is Sheriff Nanos allegedly the porch guy? Thank you, Smudja. Are you ready? Is Sheriff Nanos allegedly the porch guy? Let me fix my chat on the phone as well so that I can see it from this angle and it be all chat. All right, the question is Sheriff Nanos allegedly the porch guy? Is Sheriff Nanos the masked porch guy? We have Queen of Swords, the Hermit, and we have the Ace of Wands. He's involved, y'all. Allegedly. I have a feminine energy. We have the home. And then we have an Ace of Wands, the aha idea. Let me understand this a little deeper because this would lean to favorable. This would lean to favorable. Show me definition. Star attention. I mean, he did want a reality show, right? And maybe he was involved before she went missing and part of the scam. He seems corrupt to me. The star is really about getting the attention, right? Bottom of the deck, Judgment's pretty hard. Nanos seems like he's involved before Nancy went missing, allegedly. I would lean toward highly possible. Wow, that was a good question, Smudja. Wow, I wasn't expecting that. All right, you guys, let's see what's going on here. Question, Michelle Dry. Hello, lovely. Is there a divorce in the future between Annie and Tommaso? Is there a divorce in Annie and Tommaso's future, allegedly? We have regret with spilled cups. So there's some sadness. There's some woe is me. They're experiencing some very regretful. They regret. They have spilled cups. We have an Ace of Cups. Somebody wanting to take the self cup of love, which is leaning toward affirmative, that they are not doing good together. Page of Pentacle, a messenger delivering something. What is this? We're going to do a follow-up. What's this messenger delivering? Lawyer, lawyered up. So this comes from, the Chariot. Magician, illusion. There's a lot of energy here. This says they're taking a self cup of love. I don't see solo energy, but I do see lawyer. I do see a message from a lawyer saying I'm taking a self cup of love regrettably. We have the Chariot. Could be travel, like long-term could even be Egypt. It could be Israel. It could be Italy. It's got the, it's a foreign land is what I'm intuitively picking up. And then the little houses in the background make me think of a different country. Something's dead, done, over with, and we still have that illusionist. The illusion is over. There's some illusion that is over with. I'm not going to say 100%. I'm going to say there doesn't, let me put it this way. There's some regret about some decisions they made. I do see lawyers involved. That's that Queen of Swords, perhaps. So it's possible. It's very possible over time. Hi, Jan Funk. Question. Did Nancy sleep in the guest house that night? Ooh, I'm giving you the goat, Miss Jan. Miss Jan, ma'am. You're getting the goat. Did Nancy sleep in the guest house that night, that last night? Oh, we have the Chariot. We have Victory, 6 of Wands. Anything else? Oh, yes. There's something coming. Solo, independent energy, and then we have somebody coming in that's toxic. All right. Bottom of the deck I'm showing you mainly because that is so strange to go right. I wanted to know more about the Devil. We have a fight to end all fights. All right, so we start off with the Chariot, Cancer energy. Remember, Annie is a Cancer, just so y'all know. So we have Cancer energy. It's also the Chariot, the drive, the ride. You're asking if Nancy slept in the guest house. We have Victory. We have attention. We have acclimates. We also have a strong yes. We have an independent person that is toxic. The Devil that is a deceiver. We have a fight to win at all cost. We have the Hierophant, which is a pack, an oath, establishment, tradition, a fight against. So there's a resistance, which Annie does love that whole resistant movement. We have this solo independent toxic energy that's willing to fight against this. This is resistance. It's possible that she did, but it's possible Nancy stayed in the guest house. But I almost feel like this independent card, this I'm good on my own feet is what this means, doesn't fit Nancy. So this would lead me to believe it's someone else. And they are toxic. They are there to win at all cost. I am not sure. It doesn't... It almost would lead me to believe that it was a family member like Annie, rather than and it's a feminine energy. I don't see Cameron as feminine, so I don't know. Interesting. Someone near and dear stayed there, though. Lorraine questions, Nancy buried in the River Road? I keep getting that. Or near River Road. Is Nancy buried near River Road? Is Nancy buried near River Road? We have an offer, a regal offer. We have protection and strength, Leo energy. So we have water energy, we have Leo energy, and we have lawyer, authority, strength, protection. I'm not seeing that she is. I'm seeing that there's an offer of protection, and this could be law. So this would say Nancy's protected by law. Not necessarily buried, but protected by law. An offer of protection by law. That's about as clear as you can get. I mean, could she be in witness protection? That's what we've been wondering, right? All right, let's scroll up and see what else we have. We have so many questions. I'll do my best, you guys. Okay, let's go ahead, open it up to subscribers. There you go. So our 11 family can get in. We'll go ahead, take this one here from our beautiful smudger. Question: was Sheriff Nanos asked to turn a blind eye to the abduction by AT&T? Was Sheriff Nanos turning a blind eye to Annie and Tommaso's involvement? Swift action. Knight of Swords. Swift action. By significant others. Swift action by could be a married couple, you know, AT&T there. And somebody close to Nancy. And a wish come true. He yes. That's what I'm kind of getting, is that he was, but it looks like he's actually involved, not turning a blind eye, allegedly, because this is his card in the answer, and this is the swift action. So this would say he took part of it, and he's like drawing the attention away from this couple, and then we have this overindulgence, this abundance of something. So it would almost lead me to say it was more than turning a blind eye. It was almost as if he's taking action, taking a participant action. Interesting. All right, my lovelies. Good question, Smudger. Question: Mish Maria. Mish Maria. Hello, lovely. Good to see you. Will SG leave NBC when her game show begins? We have dead, done, over with. Something's done and over with. We have a messenger with a pentacle, and it's a small offer. And we have the King of Cups with a big offer. Why done and over with? Somebody's closing betrayal of some kind, laying something to rest. She's shutting one down. I'm not sure which, but there's a big offer. So she's trading. A messenger just delivered this message. She has a big offer. So she's closing another part down. Will she stay? Will she go to the game show and quit NBC? It's still in the works, but it's highly likely. So there's a plan. There's part of a plan. Somebody has offered her big offer. So I don't know if she's not going to do the game show and she's going to do the Today Show, or if she's going to go do the game show and let go of NBC. But there's something that's dead done over with. She then got a new offer, message of a new offer, and she's working on the plan and she's accepting this offer. So whatever that offer is, she's saying yes to. And it's coming from the King of Cups, which is a big deal. That is a big deal. Good question. Hey, Keister Bunny. Does the Gringa rumor to be seen in Hermosillo, Mexico, have anything to do with Nancy Guthrie? Does the Gringa rumor to be seen in Mexico have anything to do with Nancy? Okay. Does the Gringa have anything to do with Nancy? The Gringa in Mexico. We have liar, cheater, thiefer, deceiver, 7 of Swords. We have learn more. Keep going. Okay. And We have the King of Swords, the lawman. The law is looking at that, but it's not telling me if there's a connection. We have a messenger, work, the devil. It doesn't tell me there's a connection. Are they a home invasion team or something? Because that's what it's telling me. Is that this gringa you're talking about is like home invasion people. Because they like make a small offer, but they turn it into something big at the house. It's work related. It's extremely toxic and deceitful. And they keep doing it repetitively on rich people. The law's onto it. There'll be clarity. So I'm not seeing that that's a yes. I'm seeing that that doesn't have much in relative, but it does tell me that the gringa are not cool. Whoever they are, whatever that is. That's interesting. I don't even know what that means, but that's the answer I got. All right, Miss Colombo. Hello, lovely. Welcome back. Question. Is the real reason the family has done nothing to find Nancy because they have always known where she is? Ooh, I love it. I love it. Is the real reason the family has done nothing to find Nancy is because they already know where she is? The Fool, new beginning, communication, already. Highly likely, I can tell you. This is a very affirmative card. The Fool is a very affirmative card. Let's continue. This is look, oh my gosh. Yes. This is a yes, and that's a yes. Bottom of the deck, Chariot's a yes. Death, it's a fake death. Justice. She walked away. It was divine timing. Things were stage planted. Yes, we're on the right track. It's to leave everybody in their head because of this karmic situation. Somebody needed the attention that was in her family. Yeah, they wanted to impress their boss and secure their job because they were so locked in their head and they were full of obsession. Yeah. Allegedly. Oh, allegedly. Dang. Dang, dang, dang. That's wild. Wing It Mom. Hello, lovely question. Is it possible for Nancy at either Savannah's home or in Vail, Arizona, or Cameron's condo under private duty nursing care? All right, we got to make that a lot more simple. Is Nancy alive and under the care, paid care of one of her children? Is Nancy alive and being taken care of by someone the children are paying for? Is Nancy allegedly alive and under the care that the children are paying for? Okay. Oh my gosh! That was my Woody Woodpecker. All right, so this is a divine place. This is like overlooking, ignoring, not being seen. And then this is absolute clarity of the truth. So this is divine. This is teaming up with somebody you partner up with. This is ignoring, not being seen, right? This cup isn't getting seen with this guy because he's distracted by all this over here. So this is a distraction, a divine distraction in a sense for clarity. This is the strongest yes I could possibly get unless I got the judgment, the plan to protect oneself, the deceit, to get the attention, cause the confusion. The King of Pentacles I always see as the scrubber. Because Savannah was getting left behind. I mean, it's all there. I'll let you draw your own conclusion, but with an Ace of Swords, that does mean a strong yes. Boom, boom, boom. Wow. Michelle Dry, did T get along like love Nancy? Let's just ask this. How did Tommaso feel about Nancy? How did Tommaso, Truth Train coming through? What do we got? Death. Transformation. He knows that there is a change. Scorpionic energy. He knows about it. He knows there's a complete transformation. How did he feel about her? again, that ignore the truth, right? Ignore the trans. Yes, same cards we just got. Only the death card's different. This is a sense of, yes, he did care for her, and this is the sense of ignoring something. It's cutting something out. The seer, the witness. There's something here about not. There's an aha idea about not seeing her, the missing, the ignoring, not seeing her. And then this transformation, scorpiotic energy. This is telling me that he's protective of her. Am I correct? Let me go ahead and do a follow-up, just make sure I'm on the right track. Always want to double check. Yeah, he's holding back information about her. And we have the Queen of Wands, the taboo queen. Queen of Wands is very powerful, very alluring, and it's a pact with the Queen of Wands, somebody that always gets what they want. They're very powerful, and it is a pact to suppress this info about Nancy. Lover choice between two. Work. So work had a choice between two workers. That could be Chanel and Savannah at NBC Today Show. There's that offer. NBC is giving that offer. The plan. Stuck. Walking away. Somewhere very familiar. Staged, planted. Interesting. Wow. So, did T get along or love Nancy? It shows me he's protective. I'll let you take that for whatever that is. Let's just shuffle these this way because there's a lot of them. And it'll take too long the other way. Good questions. Let me go ahead and clear the deck a little bit. What do we got? A few more minutes. We'll go ahead and take a few more questions. I can't answer them all, ever, because you guys have amazing questions, but you also have a lot. And I'm only one person. I'll do one more shuffle. We'll cut the deck. We'll knock it out. And then we'll get on to the next question. Good deal. Nanette, question. Was the casita being used for perps to wait for Nancy to come home at night? Was the casita being used for perps to lie and wait for Nancy to come home that night? We have the illusion, the magician, the trickster. The casita was being used as a tricking energy for part of a plan that was going to happen. So this would be before the plan takes action. So this would say yes, that this was a plan that had not happened yet, but that was the goal, the trick. There is part of the trick is the guest house. Look, and then something went wrong. And they had to get a whole new game plan. Something went very wrong. And it was unseen. They didn't even think of this. So they were in the guest house in some way. This is lying in wait, if you will, right here. This is the illusion. This is also the person controlling the action in the narrative. Something unexpected went terribly wrong. And that's when this situation, they had to change the plan. Hangman. And we get the moon card, something unseen. These are major arcana. Major, 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 major. That's a good question. Look at this. We have a messenger. What went wrong? Just curious. What went wrong? Work. Something with work. Career. The plan. The working plan went wrong. And look at this. They came up empty-handed. Something went wrong and they ended up without anything swiftly. Like things went south really quick. And it changed from one thing to the next. Yeah. They had to cut out their old way. Something from the past closed down the cycle. Interesting question. So, I would say it's very possible that the casita was being used. I need to grab a drink. My throat feels like it's cracking. I'm a terribly loud drinker. Sorry, guys. All right, we'll do one more question, you guys. Sash, here's your question. How does Cameron feel about Tommaso? Oh, we got the story. We have protection, strength, watching, keeping an eye on, inspecting, detective, self-imprisonment, worried about Tommaso, feels he's holding back information, feels he gets a lot of attention, and that he is holding on to evidence or knowledge. So Cameron has a sense of that there's protection. He might feel protective of, let me see. No, okay. There's something not sitting right between Cameron and Tommaso on a deep level. You notice, now that you mention it, with the Temperance, Sagittarius, Archangel Michael, protector of children and innocence, there you never see Cameron and Tommaso together in a picture that I've seen but one. No, take that back. I've never seen them together. So when they were asking for the ransom or addressing the ransom, it was Cameron, it was Annie, and it was Savannah. When they did the memorial walk, it was Savannah, Annie, and Tommaso, but no Cameron and Tommaso together. So in a sense, he feels protective of himself around Cameron. He keeps his eyes on Cameron, or not Cameron, Tommaso. Cameron keeps his eyes on Tommaso, and he's actually quite worried about the actions that Tommaso takes. Feels Tommaso's holding back a lot of knowledge and getting a lot of attention, and indeed, he feels suspicious. Bottom of deck, I'm right, Ace of Swords, allegedly. All right, you guys. I appreciate all the questions, and I know you guys have a ton more. I truly do appreciate it. Should we do one more? House of M, you get it. What is this? Question, why would Derek Kalila message AT&T about the ransom? Ooh, all right, we'll wrap it up with this. Why did Kalila message Annie and Tommaso about the ransom? A wish come true? Bartender type energy? Wish come true, 9 of Cups. Because that was the gathering meeting. This is the bar, this is the bartender, and they all work at a club together? Are you freaking kidding me? That was the meeting. Was this agreed upon? Yeah, look at that, lovers. Gemini energy, having to make a choice, make a decision. You had to make a choice. The devil, they're all toxic as crap. Well, and we know he's named the secret mutilator, so yeah, it would make sense. The devil came up. Hermit, it's about the house, cutting something out, swift action, about Nancy's home, and them being close in partnership, closing down the cycle, talking about the whole world and judgment coming his way. This is a pact. I'm surprised the Hierophant didn't come out. Confusion. He's confused why everything went south so quick. Alright, I'll leave it there, you guys. I appreciate you. I truly do. Thanks for asking that amazing question. That was a really good question, House of Bim Love. I appreciate you. Alright, you guys. I want to say thank you. You're incredible. Your questions always amaze me, and there's so many more. But we can't do it all day. However, I will be back, and you can ask your questions again very, very soon. I love you. I pray that the truth comes out in Nancy Guthrie's case. I do want to send a little prayer out there. Jennifer Swain, if you are able to watch, we miss you. We love you. I think of you all the time. I can't wait to hear again from you. Rach, not that Rach, we love you. We miss you. So glad you're taking care of yourself. Debbie Gazzardo, we all miss you. Can't wait to see you when you come back. And Ocean Deep, if you're ever tuning in, we think of you all the time. Your family loves you, all of you. And with that being said, I love you guys. You know, I get attached to each and every one of you. Truly, I do. So, With that, when I say I love you to the moon and back, I mean it, because you're a big part of my life, of each of my part of my day. Oh, you guys, real quick before I go, just gonna throw it out there. Make sure if you've seen all 3 videos, all 3 lives today, that you say, I get the goat, so that I can give you the goat in the comments down below on replay. All right, my loves. Also, I'm going to be bringing some paintings over on the other channel and maybe teach some painting. We'll see how that goes in the near future. I love you guys, and I'll see you again very soon.
I was born to the dirt, I shall return when my eyes are closed. In the shadows, my enemies will think they won, but I am here to stay. Destiny will overcome, no, I am not afraid. Like a phoenix in the night, my soul will rise. From the darkness to the light, I feel alive. I'm a fire, burning bright, I'll never die. Like a phoenix.